Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for an album review that I'm returning to you for, and this is for a new album review for Dark Tranquility's new album Moment that I just got done listening to. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this album. Sorry, I kind of burped a little, so I apologize for that. And let you know my thoughts on this album. So let's dive into this review. Now, I did get to hear some of Phantom Days. Well, I didn't really get to hear the singles before the album dropped because I wanted to be surprised with how it would sound. And I gotta say, the first track is average. Um, I wasn't used to him doing the screams. He does some clean vocals, the lead singer and all that. But pretty much, I wouldn't call this a great album. I think it's been overhyped for a little bit, but it's not bad. It's not my favorite record this year, that favorite album that came out this year, but it's not bad. Um, Meaning I'm probably gonna give it an average score. Uh, Translant is is decent. Still not used to the lead singer screeching his screams. They are a melodic death metal band, and I'm just not used to their sound that much. So maybe throughout time this album will grow on me, but I gotta rate it the rating I'm gonna plan on giving it. Identical to None was actually not too bad. I didn't hate it. I think it was pretty good for what it was. I was starting to get a little more invested in the album from tracks 3, 4, and 5, and so on and so on. Uh, then he starts using his normal voice, the clean vocals, and I really like that. Uh, from the lead singer, the guitar work and drum work in this album is fantastic. I really like it. Uh, Remain in the Unknown and The Dark Unbroken. They weren't bad songs. Sorry if you hear the clicking, it's my pen. I have a tendency to click my pen sometimes when I get excited to review something. But yeah, The Dark Unbroken. I almost said unknown. My bad. Remain in the Unknown is the thing I was trying to say, but I said the wrong thing. But yeah, they're not bad tracks. I think they're pretty good for what they are. The lead singer just screaming a little, not as heavy. You can understand what he's screaming, but not as much. There's some parts in this, almost each section in certain songs where it's a little hard to understand what he's screaming, but it's still not too bad. Stand Still was a weaker track from the rest of them. I think Phantom Days was probably the weakest song that I've heard. It wasn't bad, it just didn't interest me as much. And some of the melody went off key. And yeah, there's certain songs that are going to do that. Empire's Lost to Time definitely got. I gave that a 4 out of 5. And I gave Stand Still a 4 out of 5 as well. They're not bad songs, they're just. Nothing of my favorite. That's my favorite. Ego Deception was not too bad. I started liking his clean vocals a lot more when you get to the second half of the album. It starts getting a lot better. Eyes of the World was really good. I really liked it. A Drawn Out Exit. There was mostly screaming in it from the lead singer. It's not that there was really loud screams. It was just the screeching screams, I guess you could call it. Doesn't do so bad, but it didn't interest me with how the record was playing out. And that's where I have some underlying problems with the record. Just how it's executing and how it's playing out, and just how each song or each section in each song is just getting off key at times. Uh, Fail State was not a bad one, and the final song in Truth Divided, I really like that one. It's probably one of my favorite songs on the album. I think the ones I gave 4.5 out of 5s were pretty good. I gave Identical to None a 4.5 out of 5. I gave The Dark Unbroken a 4.5 out of 5. And Remain in the Unknown I gave a 4.5 out of 5. Then track 7 I gave a 4.5 out of 5, which was Ego Deception. Then A Drawn Out Exit I gave a 4.5 out of 5. Eyes of the World a 4.5 out of 5. Fail State a 4.5 out of 5. And finally, In Truth Divided a 4.5 out of 5. So overall, I think this record's average. It's not gonna be in my best albums, unfortunately, but it will be in the decent to good albums. So it's not a bad album. It's just I have some issues with how each section in the song sounds a little distorted and a little off key with how it's playing out, but still not a bad record. So out of 10, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. This is average. Not the best thing I've heard, but maybe in time it'll grow on me. But for now, I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10 because it didn't do so bad. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Dark Tranquility album Moment if you've heard it. And if you like this album review that I made for you guys today, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. This is going to be coming out tomorrow. I was going to review BTS's B, but I'm like, fuck BTS. I'm like, I do not care for them. Because they're not that impressive. But I hope you did enjoy this new album review that I made for you guys today, because I downloaded it on Kingdom Leaks like early this morning, and I wanted to give it a shot to see how it would sound, and it didn't do so bad. It was average, but not good enough to give it like a good rating. But still, average is not a bad thing. It's mediocre, I guess you could call it. But I will be returning to you for the Mandalorian Season 2 Episode 4 review. It's probably going to be tomorrow. And the new Shawn Mendes track review I'm going to do. I already reviewed Intro and Wonder in my actually in my deleted live stream, I should say. I'll have to do reviews on that again. But I probably won't, because I might just talk about it in the album review for Wonder. Sorry about the ding. This phone does that a lot. But yeah, the Shawn Mendes Wonder album review is going to be on December 3rd or 4th. Probably the 4th at the latest. The release date of when it comes out. But I hope you enjoyed this album review I made for Dark Tranquility Moment. We are so close to the end of the year now. It's just right upon us, and I'm hoping 2021 turns out to be a brand new, fresh start of a year, and things may look up in 2021 for new albums, what's going on in the world, and other things like that. But definitely stay safe, take care, and I'll definitely see you in the Mandalorian Season 2 Episode 4 review I do tomorrow. So I'll see you in the next video.